Hey, what's up everybody? It's SNipEz. Welcome back to house number 56, and actually kind of a special video, just because it's not really a house. This is more of like, it's like in between of an apartment and a row house. So let's go over the materials that we will need. We will need pillar quartz block of quartz, bricks, quartz slabs, quartz stairs, sand and stone you really don't need. I'm not even sure why that was in the hotbar. You will need later on for the roof, stone brick stairs. That's really just about it for now. So what we're going to do is we can actually kind of fly over here if you want to see what it kind of is going to look like. It will look something just like this when we're all done. Of course, the back isn't finished, but we will do that in the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a garage. So the garage, we're going to use our quartz for this. And we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let me go check real quick. I just want to make sure I got it right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I thought so. Okay, and back to where we were. And so what we're going to do is stack it up 2. Then on the third block, we're going to place 1 block of quartz on both sides like this. And then place an upside down stair. And then a slab here in the middle, which kind of adds that small little entrance way kind of, I don't want to say entrance, but like window. We're going to take our bricks and just have it come up and across like this. On the sides, we're going to have it be 2 wide on the sides, just like this. We're going to have it come up 1 more block. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a balcony. Sorry again, guys. I made this design and I just really like it. So I just want to make sure I kind of get it the exact same. So I'm not trying to go back and forth, but like I said, I want to try to make it as realistic as I can. So what we're going to do is we're going to have stairs being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this. Just like that. And then we're going to have slabs just like this. Oh yeah, we will need anvils as well for the railings. That is one thing I did forget. So what we're going to do is place a pillar quartz block here on both ends, just like that. And then what we can do is place our anvils here, just like that. And now we have a nice little balcony. Every room will have a balcony. So, we also need glass panes. So I'm going to put those away. Or sorry, not even glass panes, just glass blocks. We'll need glass panes a little bit later on. So what we're going to do is clear out all 3 blocks right here for the balcony. We're going to stack them up 4 on each end, like this. And then we're going to make a small little doorway like that using our glass. Our brick is going to outline it just like this. Bop, bop, bop. So it should look something just like this so far. We are going to have a window here. So this will be the end of the building here. We're going to have a window here. Should be 3 just like this. And so if you come back over, you can kind of see what we're kind of going for here. We're going to have basically all this stuff here, and then we're going to have like 1 more window. So every kind of house is kind of like separated a little bit, but not too much. So just like that. Okay, now we're going to have 1 more window right here. This one will be a 2 wide window. And hey, kitty cat. My cat sniffed my leg and kind of tickles. And what we're going to do is just have it come across here, just like that. Now we're going to make our second, what's the word I'm looking for? Our second balcony, and this one will be right here. And what we're going to do is the same thing again. So this will be fully symmetrical, so you want to keep that in mind. Again, pillar quartz up here with anvils here on both ends. So far you can kind of see the design we're going for. And let's actually move this down 1 block, because I don't like how tall it is. So we're going to move this down 1 more block. So it should look just like this now. And then now we can place these here with these. Let's put our anvils here in the middle and on the ends. And boom. Okay, so what we need to do is if we take our glass panes out, which we do need now, the glass panes will go here in this window. And then in this one as well. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did down here up top. So we're going to clear out these here. Stack these up 4 tall on both. And then we're going to make a small little doorway like that. We're going to have the exact same window like what we have on the other side. So the 1 window here. And then another one here. So as you can see, you can kind of start to see a small little pattern here. Put our glass panes in here if we want. Boom, there we go. Let me take some more swiftness real quick. Alright, so now that's done. What we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of brick and we're going to have it come out one more block just like this. But now what we're going to do is we're going to have it come out one like that. So it should look something just like this, to where now we're going to have it come back a little bit. So the whole point of this is so it kind of has this little extrusion out that kind of like separate the different buildings. So that's what we're going for here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remake this one more time. So boom. So there's our one. So we're going to have the door be here. That's where the door would be. So basically we're kind of like mirroring it, kind of. And so what we're going to do is make the exact same thing. So we're just kind of copying what we've already made. So it shouldn't be too difficult for anybody. I hope, at least. And then stack this up to here. And so this is actually a really simple design. It actually does a lot for cities and stuff. Like, I actually have made a couple of these on my city. So that's the reason why I'm making it for a tutorial. I haven't fully perfected the design to where I know it by memory yet, but I am getting pretty close. And so there we go. Now we need to add our balconies. But first we want to add our garage. So the garage is 1, 2 on the third block. So 1, 2, so it should start here. So what we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, 1 on each end. Our stairs go upside down. And then the slab, which I put away, will go right here. So now we have that garage door set. And then again, just continue with what we were doing. To where now what we're going to do is have these come across, connect again. Now we're going to have our balcony. Our balcony, again, I keep putting all the stuff away that I need. That's just my luck. Should look something just like this. Did I make the last one? Okay, I did make it right. I thought I made it 1 or 2 too long. But we're good. I just wanted to be safe. And so we're just placing these here. Let's add our windows here. And you might be wondering, like, what's the point of these kind of windows with all glass? The point is to kind of have like that light coming through the building, which is kind of why we're doing that this way. So you kind of have a different look to it. It adds the light coming into the building, the natural light, instead of having like putting torches everywhere. So that's kind of what we're going for. And let's add one more balcony here with our pillars on both sides. Then finish it off with our anvils. And boom. Now you can kind of see it starting to take shape. What we're going to do here, we're going to make our little roof now for this to give it a little bit more architecture. We're going to put stairs right here, coming up and connecting like this. So what we can do now is add our upside downs here. And then you can add even more upside down stairs there. If you don't like how low that looks, you can always move it up to where it'd be right above or right under this window. So something just like this instead. Kind of the same design. So, well, it is the exact same design. So boom, do something like this maybe. I'm going to add upside downs like that here. And these. So there we go. I actually do think that looks a little bit better because it's not so low to the ground. So we're going to do this with both ends. And by the way, you don't just have to use, whoop, I made this one too low. You don't just have to use bricks. Like, if you want to use a different material for anything, you really can. You just want to make sure all those colors and everything goes well together. Like, I think I experimented. Gray wool actually looks pretty decent with this. So if you want to use gray wool instead. Alright, so now we have that. So now what we need to do is we're going to come over here to this corner. And we're going to take our quartz out. And we're going to start from the bottom, and every other block we're going to knock out. And what this will do is we are going to replace it, well, with, what's the word I'm looking for? With our quartz here to give it a little bit more design to the corners. So something just like that. As you can see, it adds a lot more contrast to the color of just having the bricks. So we're looking pretty good there. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come back a couple. So I'm going to come back around 3. And we're going to stack these all the way up all the way to the very top. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is the balcony, here's how we're going to judge how far back we need to have it. I don't want the balcony touching the building, but I also don't want it being perfectly flush with this here. So what that means is we're going to have it one block away like this. and this would be our slab instead. So we're going to place our slab here. Let me take some more swiftness real quick. And we're lay down 5 in a row. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we need to do is we need to add our upside down stairs now in here. So once we get this first one in place like this, we can just have it move back like that. So now we have where our balcony and our next part of the building is going to be. So what we can do now is actually make our garage. So the garage would be right here, right below the balcony, obviously. Again, same garage design, and boom, bada bing. Now we're going to take our brick, actually, this needs to be back one farther. That's where I messed up. I was like, something doesn't seem right here. And I have done that a couple times, but you just want to make sure everything's exactly the same. So you will mess up every now and then. That's just part of Minecraft and part of life. And boom. Alright. And ba-ba. And now we have our next portion of our building done. So this can come all the way up now. And now we're going to continue with the exact same design that we made over here. Just it's a couple blocks farther back. So it's really just the exact same design. So we can have brick here coming all the way up because we're not going to use that. And brick all the way up here, which we actually are going to have to knock that out for our window later on. But that's not too important right now. We're going to have our 4 tall windows. And so you will have a lot of headroom when this is all said and done in each separate room, which is kind of something I wanted to go for when I made this originally, because I didn't want it being like a really small amount of headroom that I usually do, like 3 blocks. If you have 4, you can actually do more with the roof, so if you don't want to see the actual like wood floors and stuff like that, you don't have to, because you can replace it with like cobblestone slabs or any kind of slab that is. So we're placing our anvils here. So boom, there's that. Let's put our glass up here as well. And finish it off with our brick coming across. And so a lot of people tell me to slow down on the videos. If you guys need me to slow down, really the best way just to do that is pause the video, because everybody learns at different paces. So I'm not trying to be mean to people, but that's just how it is. So, ooh, there is one thing I didn't mess up on. This needed to be moved out. So what we're going to do, really simple fix because we haven't gone too far. We're basically just going to move everything over 1 more block. Reason for that is that pillar over there, the corner, we need to do the exact same thing over here as well. That is one thing I did mess up on. I'm sorry, guys. So we're going to add this here now. And you might be wondering, like, why do I not want the, I can't think of it, the balconies touching. That's the word I was looking for, balconies. And why don't you want that touching the building? I'm not exactly sure why. This doesn't look good to me, because I don't like having things connect and touch with each other all the time. So that's probably some of it, but I don't know. That's just me. Alright, so we're just moving everything over 1 more block since I messed up. And boom. So basically, the best way to make sure you remember this is we have 2 blocks of space on this side of the garage. Same thing over here. We want 2 blocks. So again, everything is symmetrical. So that's very important. What we're going to do now is have this come all the way up. Now we can actually finish this. Again, sorry guys, didn't mean to mess up. Didn't mean to mess anybody up. Oh, night vision is running out, so fix that. So that's fine. So this needs to be there. This needs to be there. Stair. Stair. Then we just need to move these over. How much time are we at? We're at 15 minutes. So after we get this building done, we're going to stop the part. And you can actually continue without me until the next part, which will be on Wednesday. And reason for that is, again, it's basically the exact same design you're doing over and over again. Because these are row houses or apartment complexes usually always look the same. And they're always really tight together, just so you can fit more space and all that in. So that's kind of what we're going for here. Alright, that's looking good. Need to move this over 1 more now. And you can even add an extra window if you wanted to. Well, what I mean by that is, like, you could even add a window here if you wanted to. I've tried it when I was testing this design out. I wasn't a big fan of it, but if you want to go ahead and do it because you like it, go ahead. I'm trying to give you guys as many options as possible. Let's put our railings in now. And there we go. Now everything's coming together and looking better. Okay. So now we have that. So what we need to do now is basically, again, we're making the exact same thing we made over here, just a couple blocks back. So we would have a window here, a window here. Now we're going to have our entrance would be there. So the windows, again, exact same size in all of them. Our door would be here. Okay, let's add our little roof here for our entranceway. And one of my favorite things about this is actually kind of the garage. I like the idea of having the garage kind of like underneath, because I do know a lot of apartment complexes, like my apartment complex actually doesn't have it, and I've known a lot of other apartment complexes that actually do. So it's just a little bit more like realistic to have it, because apartment complexes know that people want their cars safe from like hail damage, stuff like that. So we're stacking this up now. Again, we're making the exact same thing. And then we're going to stop this part after we get done with this, because we're already at basically 20 minutes. Okay, so now we need to have the one block in between. Alright. As you can see, this goes by pretty fast. In 15 minutes, we almost have an entire building done. An entire building, really, is all of this put together, because we're going to have this be like the back piece, and then a full building, we'll have this come out one more time, and then that will be one full building. So we still have the next part to do, will just be the extension. But I might have you guys do that next part, just because it's really simple. Alright, so there's that. So let's add our garage door here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably just like start you guys off with it and then leave you guys to finish it up, since it's basically the exact same as the other side. When I say basically, it exactly is the exact same. And so finish this off. I'm going to add our balcony here in a second. So our balcony needs to be here. Okay. It's all coming together now. You can stack this all the way up. Connect them. Our glass blocks would go here, 4 tall. So since you guys already know what I'm doing, has anybody been watching the World Cup? If we have any soccer fans out there, which if you live overseas, I know a lot of people are soccer or football fans. Not trying to, I'm just in America, we call it soccer. So I already know it's called football in other countries. So I'm probably going to get a comment saying, it's not soccer, it's football. Let's all just get along. And we both, everybody knows what we're talking about. So that's the main thing. Yeah, but I was watching the U.S. versus Portugal. That was the most intense game I've ever watched, really. Just because last 15 seconds they tied it up. I was like, are you kidding me? And I just love the World Cup. I think it's cool and funny at the same time, because I love the fact that people are always... the window's too short there. I love the fact that people that are usually never football or soccer fans, they're always like, oh, I love the World Cup, I love soccer. It's like, you don't even know what soccer is about. So I always think the World Cup's always kind of funny, because everybody pretends like they've played soccer for so many years. And I just think it's hilarious to me. Okay, so we have that now. Let's put our glass up here. Yeah, but I'm actually kind of excited to see how the World Cup ends up, because a lot of the powerhouse teams that are usually like powerhouses, like Spain, England, they're already knocked out. So it'll be interesting to see how everything plans out and goes after this. Okay, so real quick, this is where I'm going to leave you guys off. What we're going to do is, by next part, I want you guys to have this right here done. So basically, as you can see, all we did is move it forward again. So this will be the corner here. So you could put your corp blocks, every other block here. So just like this. And then you would just make exactly what you did over here. So really simple. Just do that by next part. And by the next part, we're going to start working on the roof, hopefully, and on the sides. So thank you for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are liking this part. And don't forget to do that by the next video so you are caught up. Bye, guys. And have fun watching the World Cup.